Today on EA Sports, it's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the New Orleans Saints.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we reach Week 15 and we've got a good matchup in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the former Mississippi State product, the mobile quarterback, Dak Prescott.
And he made both sides happy last week, didn't he?
Yeah, 3-3.
I mean, his guys, they caught 3 touchdown passes, but he threw 3 interceptions. Gotta get off of that schneid and get back to just throwing touchdown passes and taking care of the ball better.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Prescott from the gun. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, this defense for the Saints, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
Yeah, they only allowed 13 points, and you can poll all 32 coaches, and I guarantee you they'd say, we'll take that every single week. But let me think about that for a second. Maybe there'd be one contrarian that would say, give me 10.
On 1st and 10, Prescott sliding out of the pocket. Throwing right, and that's complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Wide open receiver complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They go play action here on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gordon. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left. He'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. This from 25 yards out. And his kick is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only... And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Going to give this time to the tailback. And down he'll go at the 25. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Now Prescott on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Prescott now. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle it, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
The numbers for him from a week ago. Now you figure that he'll probably be a big factor in this one as well.
No question about it, partner. We just saw it right there. They want to get him the ball in space and see what he can do after the catch.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They'll throw again. Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. There he goes right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out.
And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off at the 46. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense.
And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Looking to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Griffith. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And, partner, I'm going to make a quick pivot here and ask you to play general manager. It's well documented they're last in the league in offense, number 32. What changes might they make?
And this where you have to be almost like a chess master as a general manager, because you have a few things at your disposal that you need to use. Obviously, the draft, free agency, maybe you can make some trades, but also look at your practice squad. Have you been grooming players to promote and give them an opportunity to play as well? That way, you start to supplement as well as replace guys that need it.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The New Orleans offense set to take over. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And, Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And, Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Griffith. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now they try the right side here. Heck of a move, but only able to work his way down near the 23. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your point.
Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
And to give this time to the tailback.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll get this up to about the 40. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Now Prescott. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers 1st down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows 1st down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott rolling to his left.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing. Prescott. And that one, another one thrown incomplete.
There's been a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
And that is incomplete here.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stuff. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. They're going to look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Tommy Townsend now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And Sanders now to return. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I'd think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. Room to run past midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now. They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Steps away. Oh, Prescott stripped, and this is picked up by the Saints. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll get started up at Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, and it's the Bengals who are out in front. Joe Burrow has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we head to Foxborough to check on the Patriots at home at Gillette Stadium. And this one going the visitors' way, as the Texans have the lead in that one. The Texans seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Baltimore Ravens. The Falcons continue their playoff push as the victory runs their mark to 9-5 on the year. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. And the Saints set to go here to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Prescott looks to throw on first. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And some space here.
this one home. It's a touchdown. So call off the pick six.
Everything looked right. It looked like it was in their favor. Returned it for a touchdown, as you just described. But instead, the penalty for interference nullifies everything.
He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw deep right side.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And Prescott, his third interception. Picked off near the 26. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw. And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
2nd and 4.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He finds his man. Complete. It's Price. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Back to throw again.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And just shutting him off there. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Prescott flushed out right.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Prescott. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. Out to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Prescott yet again. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Miles Jack there to make the tackle. On 2nd and 9, Prescott eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. They'll roll him out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On 2nd and goal. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Rolling to his right. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Steelers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Sitting down to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. He'll drop to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Being chased out left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 42 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? And now here's a carry heading left. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of. But now it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in